Hello, testing, testing.
Alright, let's fix that. I think we almost have it. Turn it this way. That's so weird. Wrong ears. And voila. Look at my wrong colored ears. Let's see. Oh no, why do you keep falling? I kind of figured out how to do this camera. I realized I was doing it wrong the whole time. And it has this little L thing on it, and I couldn't figure out why. Why, dear? Oh, why? It was shaped like that. And the answer is leverage. Alright, let's see. Good, good, good. Let's turn down this music a little bit. Music. Okay. Alright. Let's turn that down. I was jamming though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. This way? Nope, this way. Okay, this camera is very interesting. I have to go in the opposite direction. Well, anyway. Welcome, Starry Travelers. It is I, Wamelva Brighttooth. Yeah, today we are working on probably not this thing right here. We're working on this. And this is a map of Lithara, which is from the realm of Turmoil of Trolls, which is a TTRPG it's a homebrew TTRPG from Misfit Adventure, and it's being turned into a video game by its owner, Harmon Lindsay, who will be who's using it to essentially teach children's how to make video games. So, old school RPG style video games. Very cool. Let's get these kids some skills. So yeah, welcome. We're going to finish up this bad boy. Right now I've just blocked out the colors. We're going to add the shading and all the fun, interesting things. Work on the border a bit and all of that. So yeah, welcome. Grab yourself a drink, a snack, whatever you want. Listen to this music. Today we're going very relaxing. Today was a very stressful day. So yeah, we're going to chillax. And then we have our brouhaha, our lovely brouhaha. I realize I have this potion bottle and I barely use it outside decoration. I feel like I probably should drink from it. So, prost. So, let's get my pen. Where's my pen at? Listen, I've been losing things left and right. This is the mind of a undiagnosed ADD person. I refuse to be diagnosed, because then I'll use it as an excuse, like I did just then. Alright, let's see. So, let's take a look what we got here. Alright, let's fix this, get my lighting down. So today it's a little chilly today, even though it's April in the South. So for those who don't know, I am in Atlanta. The Atlanta area, Geek Central. So today we're just kind of going with a nice little fur. And I don't know if you noticed, I have these awesome, let me show y'all. I'm way excited about these. I wish there were more colors. I might just make them and then put them in my shop, because I'm sure this person's not the only one making them. Let's be for real. So let's see if you can see it. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna do the thing that what do they call them, the beauty streamers. So this is a 20-sided die. You really can't see it, jeez. Well, anyway, 20-sided die, but it's my earring. Ooh, I'm fancy. But I kind of would like them in blue. I don't know why, but I've been really obsessed with the color blue lately, even though I don't care for blue. I don't know why that doesn't make sense, but my motorcycle is blue. I have this one random blue nail. I think that's the influence of being a blue grammarian on Turmoil of Trolls. So, one moment. There you go. So, I hope everyone is having an excellent week, and I hope you got a lot of fun new things going on. Let me get up here. This is a new chair in a new apartment. So I have to get a new chair because I do not like this chair. But the good news with this new apartment is that I will have a lot more space. I got confused for a second because I also have this dice here. And I was like, how did my earring get on the table? This is what happens when you drink too much blue haha. So yeah. By the way, shout out to Nathan for the white elephant for Christmas. He gave me a dice set. What was I saying? Something. I don't remember. Someone remind me. You're good. Okay. So let's just kind of get started and we'll talk a bit more in a second. I don't know where I should start. Oh, I need to pull out my references. That's very important. So every artist has their reference. And as this is my first ever map, ever, I want to make sure I do it right. Where are my maps? There they are. I got that one. And then that one. Perfect. Okay, and we can't block the chat. Alrighty then. I think I might need a third screen at this rate. One for OBS, one for my references, and one for what's the other thing? For my actual drawing. So we're gonna start with this kind of grassy area. Hold on. I do want to take some of these colors though. I don't want to, what do they call it? Reinvent the wheel here. So even though my style is different, ooh, this style's cooler though. This color is cooler. I like this color. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I started making kind of more dull colors, but then I decided this is for children, so I should go with brighter colors. But I didn't want to go too bright because the original art that someone sent me, no, that Harmon sent me, what was it? It kind of was like an old school relief. Not Beowulf, but it was given kind of Beowulf feel. So I kind of want to keep that vibe with the other artists, while also keeping my personality and making sure it's for kids, essentially. So that's what we're doing right now. So this is kind of geared similar to Dream Child, or similar to the game Wild Child. The characters I was working on, it's very similar to that age range. Alright, so let's get some good shading in here. And hopefully we'll finish this today, otherwise I think Harmon might kill me. Let's see. It's sad that artists must learn how to be left-brained as well. Because that is what I am not. So I kind of want some texture here. So let's see what we got by the way of textures in our brush section. This is some good music. Ooh, stone. I like that. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. I'm feeling a little barbarian-esque today. I got my fur. I got my cuff. I got my kind of fake, my little faux hawk. It's very nice, very nice. This is giving Kill Bill right now. A little Kill Bill action. As our lofty hero continues on her journey in search of something, of her daughter that she didn't know existed. Will she kill Bill? Didn't they say they were going to release a, what's that called? A sequel with her daughter? Or is that just my hope? We're just all just hoping for that. Really gotta make sure. I always like the slow, sexy, like... You think you just use your shoulders. And wear fur, of course. Alright. I'm gonna move this one over here. Oh no! I was not trying to move that. Let's see. I have a bad habit of blocking OBS, so then I can't see if I have a follower. Speaking of which, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Or something like that. Let's see. Uh-oh. I lost my... Oh, it's in Photoshop. That's why. Okay. There we go. Just want to saunter. There was something happening that's new. What's going on with me today? Let's see. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So, I recently updated one of my... That was not a fart. That was my elbow rubbing against the table. I don't know if you heard that. I promise. Because it kind of leaned a little bit like it was. But anyway, let's see. So, for those who are in the Atlanta area, I have been at a multitude of events. A multitude. I'm eternally grateful for these opportunities, but jeez, I'm tired. I am so tired. So let's see. Recently, I went to, most recently, it was Stellar Fest, which was a sci-fi convention at the Sonesta, Gwinnett in Duluth. Same place as Conjuration and Con Possible. And that was interesting. It's interesting. I think when you're in the in the con circuit enough, in the convention circuit enough, you start to see the same people, and it's been very fun, like meeting people. And it's great because I am awful at remembering names. So every time I go, I remember one more name. Just keep going. Just get one more name, one more face. But then of course I get a whole list of brand new faces, and I have a bad habit of giving out my phone number to everybody. So, that was interesting. I'm starting to suspect I might need to get a sci-fi outfit because these humans love sci-fi. So, that's definitely going to have to be on the list because I tend to lean towards my home realm, which closely identifies as Renaissance Fair, as I believe the humans call it. So, which I believe is coming up shortly. I cannot wait to see. So yes, I did that sci-fi convention. What was I doing? Why was I there? Promoting Con Possible. So Con Possible is a convention. It is an alternative history and speculative fiction convention. I have such a hard time saying that. And even when I say alt history, my brain farts. So, alt history, speculative fiction. Vision. So that has been interesting. Let me put this layer. Hold on. Where's this layer? We need to put these two layers above the mountain. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're good. We are a go. Okay. So, last year, aka technically this year, which was in February, I was the communications director, and they asked me to come along for a second year. Yay! And I get my hands dirtier. Yay! I'm tired. Yay! I'm very excited about the opportunity though. So, um, so this past year, that's what I should say. This past year, the theme was like behind the veil or through the veil, and essentially, it was focused on kind of death and like, what is this person? There's someone's doing something crazy. Death and spirituality and like things like that. So we have a tea lounge, tea saloon. So they had like, instead of memento mori, they have memento pori, where they were pouring tea in honor of those who, of loved ones, which is great. What do you guys do to honor your loved ones that have passed? I'm curious about that. Not to bring up anything too sad, but I just kind of been thinking about it lately. Like, my grandma passed, and it sucked a lot. And I wanted her to I just wanted more for her. Because she was so amazing. But I realize every time someone passes that I'm close to or a family member, I tend to take up, I don't like that. I tend to take up a habit of theirs. And it's just kind of my thing. So, should I individually paint these mountains? I guess I should. I think I'm going to go reverse direction. You might want to go mountains on top. Let's see how that goes. So, yeah. So every time someone passes, I kind of take up their habits. And it's very subconscious. Like, I'm realizing it this year. Like, oh, I do this. Huh. So, I don't know. I'm happy about it, though. So, my grandma passed, and she used to get her nails done. So, I got my nails done. I get them done every once in a while. And she never got acrylic. She was more of like a French manicure type, which is awesome. And I think I want to get to that point. I got to grow up my nails a little longer. But I do tend to like colors. So, I got to adopt her traditions and my ways. And she and my aunt, they were both great dragons. They were excellent dragons. She and my aunt would come to town if they weren't in town, or would like come every once in a while, and they would take me when I was younger to get my nails done. So that was kind of our thing, even though I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of getting my nails done at the time. Go figure. But I don't know. Then I just woke up one day after she passed, and I was just like, I'm gonna get my nails done. That's it. That's what's happening. So I think I've done it twice since then. And then I have my great grand dragon, and she was excellent as well. And she could talk to everybody. Everybody. And I was pretty extroverted at the time, but I think I grew into my extroversion. I wasn't always an extrovert. I was very much a quiet, bookish child. And now I can't read a book. I can't sit down for more than 5 dang seconds, even though I want to. It's a shame. So, yeah. So I was a quiet, bookish child, and now I was a little extroverted. But then one day I just kind of woke up after my mom passed, and I was just like, yay, you know what? Apparently, I'm just talking to everybody that's next to me. Weird. So that's my mama. And yeah, fortunately, not many people in my family have passed. Um, I had another great grand dragon, um, and she was excellent. I guess I might have her taste in furniture. She had the same furniture from when I was like 7 to after she passed when I was in my 20s. It's the same exact furniture, same exact place, pristine condition. So, yeah. But anyway, back to Con Possible. I digressed. Um, they had a memento pori, and pretty much they were focused on, just like death, things like that. But it was really interesting. I think one of the disadvantages of working cons is you don't get to see all the really cool things that happen while it's happening. You know what's happening, but you don't get to see it all. But I did win a sword fight. And with that sword fight, I won a sexton, which I will show you next time because I can't find it. But at Con Possible, actually, there is one artist who does circles. I cannot remember her name right now, but I'm going to remember because I've seen her twice at this point, so that means I have to make it my obligation to remember. Plus, she did some work for me. She did a custom piece for me, and I might have her do a tattoo for me. Let's get some mountain inspirations. But she draws circles, and apparently every circle has a language. And every circle means something. So, or she made a whole circle language, like crop circles. So, she just sells circles, but they're really pretty. They're really beautiful circles. When Con Possible happened, like after everything was finished, she just took a blue pen and just started drawing circles on everyone that means things. I did not take a picture of mine. I should have, I think, because it's on my back. I forgot what it meant, but it was something pervy that I liked. I mean, I'm a bard. What can I say? So, but just to show you what I have here, I'm gonna be hanging up. It's this one. Let's see if you can see it. Let's drag this down a little bit. Stuff in the way. There we go. Oh, okay. Why is this crooked? No, we're gonna straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so it's this, and she drew that custom for me, and it was cool. She had like a bunch of like backgrounds already painted, like just like the starry stuff, like, and then she added the circles after, and which is smart actually. And we had a quick conversation because I didn't really know what I wanted it to say. I'll tell you what this says in a second. But we sat down for a minute, and she's like, "Tell me about yourself." And so I told her about myself, and I started talking out loud. You know, when you talk out loud, it all your ideas become more clear. So after explaining, I decided on positively epic. So, because I always try to be positive. So, but also my life is actually kind of epic. Let's be for real. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. But it's my life. It's my life. Don't you forget. And so, yeah. So this actually says 3 words. So, cause I think she wanted to fix the composition because she did this part. And then this part she added. So it's positively epic possibility. Sorry, positively epic positivity. So that's cool. I like the positively epic part. So I might just get that redone and then like by her and then have it tattooed on me. So it's really pretty. Let's see if I can get some lighting in there. Everything's backwards. So yeah, positively epic. That is me. That is I, Wamelva Brighttooth. I don't know why this camera keeps moving. Make it stop. Now that I figured out how to finally utilize it, it's like, no, I don't like you. And we're going to turn it this way. This way. We did it. Oh, and it's still crooked. And yeah, we're going to get a real camera. This is like an HP webcam. And it is actually pretty good. It's better than my actual computer laptop camera. So, but we need to move up in the world. And apparently I need to upgrade my microphone, according to Bob Carter. Ooh, that was another thing. I didn't. Okay. So I went to Stellar Fest to promote Con Possible. There's a transition here. By the way, you see all these really sloppy lines? It's because I realized that I just want to color everything and then I just erase the lines after. It kind of starts to make sense to me after a while. So, hold on. Oop. Control save. My table's sticky because I spilled my blue haha. Okay. What am I working on next? So, we have our grassy area. I think I want to add a little more color, a little more yellow. How about that? Oh. Take a little yellow out of here. Ooh, why did I give me white? Colors are weird because sometimes you think it's a color, you see it as one color, and then when you color pick it, it's like a whole nother color. And sometimes Photoshop messes up and it is another color, or you're just on the wrong layer. But let's see what we got here. We can make this a little brighter. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I love it, eh? Oh, I'm still in the mountain layer. Oops, wrong layer. Alright. We are going to the grass layer. Oh. Apparently I put the shade on the wrong layer too. Well. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, what did I do? Okay. So I went to promote Con Possible at Stellar Fest, which was a sci-fi convention. And I ran into a lot of great people that I know and new people that I haven't met. And some people where I'm going nuts because I swear I've met some of these people and I asked them where they occupy spaces and they're like, it's none of the same spaces I occupy, but I know they look familiar. So I don't know. Maybe I just meet so many people that I see doppelgangers. like I literally saw someone who looked exactly like someone else's wife, and I almost said hi. And I didn't because I realized it wasn't her, but it was her twin. So anyway. Ooh, I'm liking that. Yes. Okay, it's much more vibrant. It sticks out. Ooh, and I just got the idea. We're going to paint some sea monsters in here and stuff. That should be fun. Because I like giving myself more work. I mean, but it's for kids. And kitties have to have some things going on. By the way, as you can tell, this map isn't technically proportionate. You know, mountains that big, and then the trees are this big, and then the sand dunes are that big. But, you know, I don't know. It's a map. It's fun. Who cares? So, oh yeah. So while I was at Con Possible, I ran into one of the people I didn't realize. So there's Bob Carter. I've talked about him before, and he's a voice actor. He's done a lot of cool. Done a lot of animes, a lot of our classic animes we all know and love. Um, and there was it was D&D, but it was like improv. I mean, D&D is always improv, but improv in a way like I wasn't there in the beginning, but I guess he had like the DM had like some slips of paper, and he had to like put it's like ad libbing. Like he put in what the he had to talk about what the paper like oh, you have to take this cat litter and do this. I don't know, something like that. So that was really fun, and Bob Carter was there, and he was performing, and he was doing D&D, and he's just so fun to watch. And I love his voice. It's just so fun. So yeah, that was a good time. He ended up twerking. I have it on video. Low quality twerking video. But I assure you, he was twerking to save the world. There was no foul play here at all. Oh man, I'm keeping that forever. So yeah, there was that. And he apparently actually does D&D. Let me see if I can find, in case y'all want to follow him. It's just so fun to watch. Hold on. One moment, please. And I'm gonna watch it and follow it myself. Carter. Da-da-da. Okay. Okay. Big Bad Dungeon is one of his shows, which is a great name. I love that. I'm really excited. So I definitely gotta watch that. I'm assuming it's on YouTube. Presumably, I kind of hope it's on Twitch too, just so I can watch it live. Honestly, I wasn't a Twitch person until like recently. Like even when I streamed a little bit, I just kind of got off. But now I guess maybe because I watch people that I know now, and occasionally I think I just followed a few people I didn't really know. But mostly I end up watching people that I know. Like there's Ash Said Hi, Tiger Lily. I don't know Epic NPC Man, but I do like their stuff. I've been following them forever. I think all these people are actually on my recommended channels list, by the way, if you guys want to follow and find out who the heck I'm talking about and put some context in there. But also the Georgia Game Developers Association. Yeah, Indie Cluster. If you're interested in indie games. I think Nerdy Bear Studios, which is kind of like African American focused like game and education stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's awesome. But he always comes on like when I'm ready to go to sleep. So one day I'm gonna stay up just for him so I can say hi. And then I started watching someone. It was Ash Said Hi, and then they said go watch Soma, and I followed the wrong Soma, but I ended up liking the Soma. So that kind of worked out. Hey, I did not tell you to do that. Mountains. Let's see. Where's our light source here? We're gonna say our light source is in the air about here. I don't know why I always end up making my light source there. It's very strange. But it's me. You got what I need. We're doing mountains. We're gonna do a layer. We're gonna multiply that bad boy. I finally started getting to the habit of using multiply layer instead of using the multiply brush, which is obviously much more destructive. So, hey. Let's see. So the advantage of the multiply layer is that you can just essentially erase it, and that's it. Could you do multiply brush on a separate layer? Of course you can. But it's also nice when you're like, I kind of want to maybe change it to another blending, blending mode or whatever. Blending blend layer. I art. I'm gonna erase it right now. Let's see what we got here. Let's see how that looks. That's fine. I want to add some color to that, but we'll do that later. We'll do that later. Let's see. Ooh, speaking of crazy D&D. So I stumbled, I don't know how, but I stumbled upon this amazing, for me, I mean, I'm sure like veteran D&D, come on, stop it, watchers probably are like, it's fine, but it's called, I don't even remember, something lights, comic lights, city lights, I think it's called City Lights. But essentially, the plot of this presumably homebrew or something, maybe not a homebrew, I could just be a liar, is that there's this team of heroes or people. I mean, technically they're heroes, and they're essentially a super version of DIFUS, or depending on what state you live, DFAX, or depending what state you live, Child Protective Services. But they only do it for superheroes and I guess villains, super people. So they have to essentially take kids away from supervillains, and they all have superpowers themselves. Because the kid's been mistreated, whether just left alone or like, in a really crappy environment. So they're essentially DIFUS. For superheroes. But the thing that kills me is I just started this thing. Oh, that explains a lot. I just started this thing and I've seen like 2 episodes and someone dies. I mean, it's not like the second episode in. And there's a reason why they died. They died because in real life they're having a baby. Boo, babies. But yeah, that was just crazy because I have never, in my whole 5 years of playing D&D, I think 5 years, COVID, yes, it's 2025, time flies. In my whole 5 years, I have never, ever, ever seen someone die in D&D. I've seen it close. And I've also seen, most recently in Turmoil Trolls, the DM retcon to make sure they don't die. Hashtag plot armor. Because, yeah. So, yeah, it's just really interesting to see characters die. Like, so go watch them. I gotta add them to my favorite channels, too. With all the mountains, I need more shadows. Do a little here. But yeah, that was crazy. That was unfortunate. And essentially, I don't know. Should I tell you? There's no spoilers. Do you want to see it later? If you actually are gonna look this up, then like don't listen to me now. But essentially, they save this little kid who is the son or nephew, I think the nephew of a villain. And I guess he's taking care of the kid. And he's been just doing crimes and stuff. And then I guess this kid might have gotten kidnapped. And he just got the kid back. But now they gotta take him away. think it's called Nova or something. And then like they end up taking the like some secret organization takes the dad away, I think, or the uncle, and the kid's like, "Where's my uncle? I want him back." And we're like, "Hey, come!" And the superheroes are like, "Come with us. We'll figure out what's up with your uncle." And they're like, he freaks out, and then like he's in danger, and so this one character Hikati was trying to save him, and then he like freaks out and like yells, and then a bright light goes out, and then like Hikati just disintegrates. She was trying to save the kid. She was trying to save the kid. She's not. I mean, the kid's fine, but I could go and find the next episode, but I kind of rather just interact. So that's why I like Twitch. I just like being able to be in the chat and be like freaking out in real time and being able to talk to people. So, but that also happens, I think, when you're new to this realm, to the mundane world, can't say it, mundane realm, and you don't have as many friends. I really don't like this color, and we're gonna change it with a gradient mask. Like, I don't like just this basic bee brown, but we're gonna work on it. The power of technology. Okay. Yeah, get that one there. You know what's kind of weird about faux fur? You would think it would be much warmer than it is. But faux fur always has a lining that isn't warm. Like, this one has a satin lining, which ironically is a very cooling lining. That's what I've recently learned. Going to bed. Let's see. It's coming together. I'm probably gonna bring the border a bit closer just to satisfy the weird composition. Don't ask why that's so tall. There's a reason. Oops. Cancel. Yes. Ooh, that's better. So much better. I didn't want to look too crowded. Should I darken that up a bit? I feel like it takes away from the composition a little bit. So just some little back history about what I'm drawing here. So this is the land of Lithara. I almost want to like scooch that a little more that way. Yeah, that's right. So this is the land of Lithara. And Lithara is ruled by essentially lizard people known as grammarians. And there are other fae folk and non-fae folk and humans and such there. But it's ruled by the lizard people. And my character in this, actually, not character, who I play And this is Brighttooth, who is a blue grammarian. But what people don't know is that Brighttooth is undercover. And it's actually not from Lithara. And is actually me, the Brighttooth, the Wamelva Brighttooth, the interdimensional traveler who peddles her goods and tales across the land, across the multiverses. I like multiverses. Dimensions, that's better. Yeah. Dimensions. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it. It's on the wrong layer. Let's see. Let's see how far we can go back. We love wrong layers. It should be like not Google. What's this called? Photoshop should have like a thing that happens when you're on the wrong layer. Just like an alarm that goes off. Did you mean to go that layer? But then that would piss everyone off too, because they probably did mean to go on the layer. Anything involving changing layers would ruin the workflow. So I'm sure no solution would actually work. So yeah, let's see. I think we were talking about what's going on. Where am I going? Who, what, where, why, when, how. So, oh, I really don't like these colors. This color, you gonna work it out. But so I did Stellar Fest, and before that, I did the Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo, and we were promoting Turmoil of Trolls there. And then oh yeah, and that, by the way, that was being run by a lot of great people, including Kimiko, and she is such an ambitious, awesome person. So I feel like she needs a website that says, where am I gonna be? What am I helping with? Because she also runs. If you have been to Battle and Brew, there is a singles night at Battle and Brew. So that's pretty awesome. So definitely make your way there. They end up going, so for those who don't know Battle and Brew, it is a bar/gaming. It's a barcade in Atlanta. They have I have a couple of them apparently. Found out the hard way when I went to the wrong one. They have one in, what's that called? They have one in Sandy Springs. That's the one I accidentally went to, which I think apparently, word on the street, that's the better one. Which kind of makes sense, because now that I think about it, they only had one room of video games. But I don't know if it was just for that event at the other one. But the other one is at Truist Park, or whatever that's called. So where the baseball stadium is, where the Atlanta Braves play, they have one there. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the not her event, but the venue itself was very unimpressive, and I was the only person cosplaying. So they usually have apparently cosplay nights in bars, but I think that only happens at the Sandy Springs. Something fell in my room. I don't know. At the Sandy Springs one. Um, so I'm definitely gonna have to go to Sandy Springs, even if it's a trek. I could go after work maybe. Ugh. Nope. We're gonna smudge that. Yeah. Oh, this is a new smudge option. I hate it. I hate it. This is a very new smudge option. I don't know what this is. Excuse me, I right clicked. Oh, that was not the smudge option. It just added a new painting option. What, Photoshop? I don't got time to learn new things. I want to smudge. S for smudge. S for smudge. There we go. Oh, it's better. Satisfaction. So, what are we talking about? Singles thing. Yes, so the one in Sandy Springs cosplays, the one in Truist Park is lame. But they do switch off dating night between the two places. So if you see Kimiko, you say hi to her. And then let's see, who else? What else we got going on? Who else we promoing right now? I just like telling people how amazing people are in Atlanta. Everyone's just so, I don't know if I'm just surrounded by these people, but everyone is just so ambitious and amazing. So then we also have coming up the AI. It's called Transformers 2025, and that's an AI thing. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. Just calm down. I get it. It's annoying, but AI obviously is useful in some capacities as long as people don't go overboard and can ethically, do stuff and not just rip off other people. So, yeah. Also, now people are just overusing AI because technically, like, a calculator is AI. So people are just like, AI technology to do this thing, and it's like, this is pretty basic. This has been around since the early 2000s. Well, this isn't what's happening. Why are you lying to me, babe? Why are you rebranding right now? I don't need your rebranding. Just give me what I want. So yeah, AI is very, like every technological buzzword is very overly used, but they're talking about it. So the weekend of the 25th, there is going, or 20, that's like the end of the week, but that whole week, so it's like a 22nd ish. It is AI week in Atlanta. Okay. AI week in Atlanta. And if you like AI or you want to network with the bigwigs, then you need to go to AI week in Atlanta. So they got a few things going on at KSU. They got the Transformers 2025. And it's talking about AI and game design. And then that's at it's like KSU. And then at Buckhead Technical Village, I think that's the 22nd. It's like midweek. They are doing a convention there too. I do like in Atlanta how they dedicate whole weeks to things. Like how DreamHack, which I did last year and the year before, and we'll probably do this year. I like how DreamHack, they do it. It's like game week, So it's a good idea because then you can just like, if you're not from town or living in town, you can just come for the whole week and enjoy networking at all the things and all the parties that are happening. It's a good idea. Sehr good. We're going to lighten up these mountains a bit because I feel like this green is a bit too light compared to the mountains. We probably are going to add some snowy caps. Some snow caps, some light snow. I believe the dwarves live in these mountains. Oh, where is my blue? What else? What else? So, I will also be at MomoCon. Yes, I know it's not how it's pronounced. So, I'll be at MomoCon, but I'm going as a normie. Heck yeah. And this is very important to me. Why is it important to me? Because I have worked like every single con and missed out on all the panels, and I do not want to miss out on panels anymore. I just want to go. I just want to go, not be obligated. That's it. I love helping out, but also panels. I love panels. I am obsessed with panels. I can panel all day. It's like my favorite part of conventions outside of costumes. So MomoCon will be going as a normie, but I will be doing some light promotion of Wild Child. So I'm very excited about that. Very, very, very excited. Ooh, yes, I'm liking the shading. Now we gotta work on the color a little bit. Let's see. First, we're gonna try a gradient map on the shadows. And if that doesn't work very well, actually, we're gonna lighten up these mountains first before we do anything. Let's see. We are gonna lighten. Oh yeah, saturation. Why wasn't my brain working? Okay. Let's back that out, see how it feels. Saturation. No. Saturation has to match. Let's just see what we're working with here. Ooh, blue. Ooh. Okay. I'm thinking. Let's try the color map on the shadows. Do 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 do. So, for those who do not know, I get my gradient maps, or got my these gradient maps, as it says, Trent's Gradients. That's Trent Kaniyuga. Ooh. Trent is a concept artist who originally worked for Blizzard and had his own comic. He had a whole bunch of stuff going on. 8 million side hustles like most people in animation and video games. But he just finished his game that I meant to buy a week ago called Twilight Monk. Hollow Knight. It's giving Hollow Knight feels. It's called Twilight Monk. Very beautiful. I love the background art. I watched him make it in all his videos, and honestly, I just love it. I love the man. And he's so chill. And he has a good voice. Like, oh yeah. Like he talks like he lived in Hawaii his whole life. And he's living in like Key West. He talks exactly like those people. You know what I'm talking about. Those chill white guys. Just living their best life, being a hippie. That's Trent Kaniyuga right there. This is right there. So I got his I bought one of his classes. And it came with a whole lot of things, including some gradients. And these gradients have been like one of the most useful things I've had forever. But maybe it makes me lazy. I don't know. Because I just click through them instead of learning color theory. But you know, whatever. I mean, I do know color theory. I'm just not very good at coloring, apparently. I've learned. Alright, doable for now. I don't know how I feel about it yet. So we're going to put that on hold. And then we're going to merge these two layers. Yes, this is dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Oh, wait. Before we do that, let's use the blending modes. I really like the blue. I like that, but I'm gonna have to make this. Ooh, nope. I have to make this darker. So this thing, yes. Hollow. Hollow. I mean, not hollow. Lord. The Twilight Monk. So this is based off of his books. That's not what I wanted. It was based off of his books. And he turned it into a video game. And yeah. So I do want to, ooh, that's nice for the desert actually. I like that color. We're gonna do that for the desert. Anyway, sorry, give me a minute, guys. No. Okay. So the plan was last Friday to play his video game. And just on Fridays, just take a chill pill and just play some games. But something happened on Friday. I could not remember. My life is a blur. So I could not do it. But I'm hoping this Friday I'll be able to. And I haven't been very consistent in Twitter. I've been trying, but Twitch. I've been trying, but I think life's hard. And then you overschedule yourself. You know what? Let's step outside of too bright. Blue. Kind of want to step outside of the usual gradients and go greens. There we go. Honestly, whenever I step outside the usual gradients, it usually doesn't end well. They're always kind of lame. Like, that's not even green. Why is that there? Because it's blue. Ooh, okay, okay. I think the mountains are just too strong. I need to lighten them up. That's what takes half the time, me trying to figure out what color I want things. I really wish I could go back to school. I just don't have the money. Like, I'm very good in an environment where I'm forced to do things. But if I'm not forced to do it, it's just, I don't do it. I hate this color. Oh my god. I just need to desaturate it. I think, yeah. Okay. I know what we need to do. This is the problem. Okay. Duh. We need to transition some colors a little bit. We're gonna add this bad boy here. Oh crap, we can't. Why? Look at me being destructive. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Do you like my satisfied sounds? I'm like a Skeksis. Or what's his name from, I'm like a Jar Jar Binks. Me, legacy. Okay. Okay, we do like that. I think we're gonna tone this down a little bit. We're gonna do a transitional shade, because I think the problem is it's just going directly from too dark to too light. And that's not cool, y'all. You don't want to mess up the eyes here. Do one of those. And then we're going to do one of those. And then it does nothing. One moment. We're going to do a multiply layer again. Because we're awesome. That's what we do. Let's make this like 80%. Ooh, too saturated. Is it? Maybe that's just the right color. Now it's ugly. I hate it. Hates it. Me hates it. What's in your filthy pockets? Precious. Give me what's in your pockets. Yes, this is who I am. You guys, it's my life goal to turn into an introvert. That is my my new life goal. I've admired introverts from afar for so long. Just kidding, not from afar. All my friends and anyone I ever date's an introvert. But why? Why are all these colors so ugly? I think that's why. But yeah, I'm trying to turn into an introvert. I figure if I can actively change my tastes in men, which I have trained myself to do, then I should be able to turn into an introvert. Right? Right. You just have to learn to not want to be around people. It shouldn't be so hard. As an extreme extrovert. I should be able to change my brain chemistry, right? To be satisfied with such antics. You know, I hate this color. Maybe. Maybe we'll just, you know, we're just gonna come back to that. Like every map that I'm looking at, it's all pale colors. I literally took these colors from a map. Maybe it's just not my nature. I just like really bright things. Okay. But you know, sometimes you have those moments where you have to just follow through and complete the task, and then you'll be satisfied in the end instead of getting obsessed with one section. So we're going to work on that a little bit. Maybe we'd like to add some light brown. Is it working? I think I just need to add some more line work. Actually, I think I need to double up on the line work. That's probably what I'm not liking right now. Let's see. We are going to... Yeah. Alright. We are going to merge this group because I think we're at a good point now. And then we're going to double up on that bad boy. And then we're going to do Gaussian blur. Hey. Oh Lord, it froze. Just after I saved it. It's like, why are you abusing me right now? You good, bro? It's gonna crash. Oh, it's gonna crash! It's hard to drink out of a potion bottle without being like necking. Oh, there we go. It has Okay, so that's what it looks like in that blur. That's completely no blur. 52.4. Is there a difference? Oh, sorry. I want the map to be clear, but I also want it to look cool. Okay. This is 52.4. Doable. Let's see if I zoom in on this. I think. Oh, this is hard. I just made it darker. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know. It's because I think it's gonna be one of those things I'm gonna have to adjust at the end or do like another gradient map because we love gradient maps. All right, back to textures. I kind of want to change this color a little bit, something brighter. You know, vibrant is typically for the skin, but I'm just really curious. Okay. I missed the layer here. Yeah, it can be a waterfall. Okay, I said a layer. How do I feel about this? Fine. The desert. I'm getting sleepy at 9 o'clock. These mountains still bug me. Let me just get my snow on real quick. Always relabel your layers, folks. Is that the problem? I have no highlights? I think that's the problem. I've just been shading with no highlights. I mean, obviously do one thing first, but let's just see what happens. Let's give it a go and see if that's the answer as to why I hate it. Potentially. Let's just shade up this mountain a bit. Silly girl. You must always highlight. Then how will anyone see? How will ever anyone see? Okay, yes. Ooh, heck yes. See, this is what happens when you freak out too soon. Oh, I'll be at not MomoCon, DragonCon too. Fun facts. I think I just had an orgasm. It felt so good. But anyway, I'll be at Dragon Con. Also as a normie. But by then, if I can keep saying no to people when they ask me to do things, I will be able to finish my game. And I'll be able to promote it a bit harder. MomoCon is supposed to be a light promo. Dragon Con is supposed to be like, we are finished. Apparently they have an open table kind of gameplay area where you can just set up shop. So I'm probably just gonna get someone else to set up shop for me because I'm not a GM. I just want to play. I just want to make the game and maybe play the game. But I don't want to lead a game. Yeah, it's better. Even though it's like forced perspective right now, and like this is clearly side perspective, and this is above, and clearly it's like a 3-dimensional space, and this part is just 2-dimensional top layer. I feel like, I don't know, when it's finished, I may just use perspective to kind of scooch it a little that way. So it kind of looks like an almost side view. Because this is even almost like tilted. Anything that has like 3D space just looks tilted. And then there's this stuff. So we need to do something about that. It doesn't even look as weird as this for some reason. Don't ask me why. So I made a rim around everything. Because when I was looking at all the maps, it looks like rims are important. But I might have to make a different kind of rim. Pooped. I was gonna say we're gonna try to go to 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. Alright, so we're gonna try to go to 10 o'clock. Can't drink sugar too late. Nope, I hate this part. Okay. What are you guys thinking? Snow. We're gonna do snow. Okay. And then I think I might make this a little snowy because we already got some plains. Okay, so that's highlights. Do I want to add a gradient mask to my highlights? Because I'm obsessed. What? I mean, no pixels. There are pixels. No are more than 50%. Oh. Well, screw you. Show you 50%. Okay. Mountains. Today was a crazy day, y'all. A lot happened. But I think the most important part of all this is that I realized how many items as I was unpacking have the F-bomb on it. These were all given to me. That's the weird part. I was thinking, I just looked over and I just remembered it. We have, oh, hold on. We have this lovely candle. I should light it. No. This lovely candle. Which, by the way, set my hair on fire one day. I was too close to the candle and I forgot it was like, it's high up. And all I heard was like snack, crackle pop. And turns out my hair was on fire. That was mid to late last year. So I lost like a good chunk of my hair. Which you can't tell because my hair is so thick. Oh god, I feel bad if I ever go to a hairdresser. But that was from a sweet, sweet gift from someone. And then I have this random token. Let's see if we can... Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me put it lower. Wait for it. There it is. Yes, so this I got from someone at Con Possible. I feel like it was Strange Way. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I just remember some guy just randomly just gave that to me. And I'm like, I wonder what about me makes people want to just give me things that say fuck. Maybe because I'm so optimistic and they're just like, you gotta have a bad day. Alright, weird moment. Why is the white not affecting this side? This is strange. This is strange. The layer's not locked. That means there's something on top of it that's blocking. But there isn't. That's not weird at all. Mountains. Those are the mountains. What Photoshop? I would like them to be what? I'm at 100% opacity. Let's try screen. You guys are seeing this, right? I'm at 100% opacity. I'm at normal. And it's only affecting the right side of the mountain. To which you would say, well, that means there's something on top of it. But then when I select the layer, it goes back to the mountain layer. When I delete it, it's gone. And then I release the layer, it's still gone. What happens if I put it up top? You guys. This is like the seventh wonder of Photoshop. What just... You guys see this. The ghost in Photoshop that does random ass crap for no reason. This is what it is. There's no layer mask. There's nothing. Maybe I'll use a different brush and see what happens. Nope. I am losing my mind. Maybe there's an invisible... There it is. Ha! I had a feeling there were invisible selection lines. Whenever something like that happens, there's usually some weird thing happening. So there were some invisible selection lines. So now, so I control D to get rid of said lines. All right. That is crazy. Nope. I think I would like to do line art. Some lines. This is from. Too bright. This song is giving what's his name? Chris Stapleton. Very Chris Stapleton. Who I saw live while working at an event. And he sings like a cot dang angel. It's too bright. You know, I know it would look good with line art for the white, but I really don't have time to be doing more line art. But we're just gonna have to do it. It's gonna be another day. All right. Trees. Let's just do the trees. Trees are easy once you get past trying to get the individual edges. See all that? Color all those stupid edges. And then I have to delete those lines, which I don't quite understand. Oh, because I merged them together. I gotta go in and delete every single one of those lines. You guys, drawing is hard. There's a lot of work. And it looks easy. It's a lot of god dang work. Alright. We don't want lines. We want a layer. 4 trees. 4 trees. The multiply. Multipass. Multipass. For those who don't know, that was a Fifth Element reference. Mm. You're gonna listen to the song.
Working hard just so
Oh, yeah. I love me some jazz sax, like Sade style. Mm-mm-mm. What is that? Trees.
I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you too proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon' rise. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself.
So we have
I've been had working
a
hard.
layer
I
discrepancy.
won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been had working hard just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.
You know, I swore I've carrot colored that layer like 4 times. Because I literally colored it and then it was gone. And I'm like, wait, what? And then now it's the wrong layer. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I didn't want you to see this tediousness. Okay. We are a go. Like all these little extra pieces I gotta erase. I'm not gonna do that while streaming. Are you on the wrong layer again? No, 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 no. That can't be it. Grass. Okay, we're good. Goodness. Okay, yeah. Alright. We are getting somewhere. Alright. Scooby Dooby Doo. I could individually color each of these trees. But let's use a reference and see what the rest of the world's doing. And let us pray that's not what's supposed to happen. Let's see. Oh my god. Yep. Apparently people getting into the nitty gritty and the detail. Okay. Here we go, guys. No, not doing that right now. I'll do it later. Alright, let's get this desert going. You guys, if your DM makes you a map, you need to give them the biggest hug in the world. There's no reason something should be so detailed. And mine isn't even the most detailed compared to other maps. I've seen some things. Will you stop popping up screen? Alright. Oh, shoot. You know what? I forgot. I was doing laundry. I need to finish that. Give me one moment, please. This is a be right back moment. This is a BRB. Let's see how we can do this. Do I have a be right back? You're just gonna have to. I'm just gonna put in the notes. Be right back. Alright, guys. I'm gonna take a chill pill. I'm gonna do a bathroom break, maybe a snack break. Be back in 4 minutes. did it, y'all. We did it. All right. I swear these horns get in the way. At this point, they're a part of my body and I forget about them. But I guess if they're truly part of my body, I would remember that they're there and not poke people in the eye with them. Get a little warmth in my faux fur. Here we go. Alright. We have a little... Alright, facing the wrong way. Wow. So this whole time I've been correctly putting it on, where the fur has been facing down. I've never done it incorrectly, apparently, because the whole thing just happened. There it is. There we go. Okay. One moment, please. That's better. Okay. So we're having a little fur with our dinner. Not protein. What would fur be considered if not protein? Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's zoom out a little bit, huh? Oh, not out of OBS. Okay, I clicked on the thing. I'm clicking on Photoshop. Okay, I guess. Okay, let's see what we got. It's coming along. I know not fast enough. But my brain can only do so much without pushing myself, as I have a full-time job and work for like 5 people for free. So I don't know. I think what's gonna bring this over the edge after I shade it. I think it's what's gonna bring this over the edge after I shade it is a detail in the ocean, which I guess is the problem. I take too long to do things, but then when I do it, it usually works out really well. And I wish I could find that balance between the two. Being fast, efficient, having more time, and energy. Those trees are gonna be a pain and tedious and not fun to watch. So I'm thinking I'm gonna work on the desert for a bit. Blend that into the plains there. I want to make the desert bigger. I can do that after. So I was watching another map, or saw another map, where the trees were like different colors, like purple and blue. I could do that. I don't know what it'll do though. Alright, we'll figure this out. Okay. We'll eat just one last little bit. We're gonna get back to work until 10 o'clock. Now, I need a little bit of desert reference here. I don't have any, so we're just gonna wing it. Should make it first. We're gonna smudge this bad boy. Let's move the desert layer above the grass so that we can not do that. We're going to decrease the strength to about 40%. Just kind of make it nice. We're making it nice. That was my Mario impression, not my Italian impression. I'm not racist. Ooh, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But realistically, are there rivers in the desert? I mean, there's the Nile, right? I just keep thinking about how, like, this fresh water over here would lead to a desert. And, like, one side's desert and one side's trees. But also, proportionately, this river is huge. So it does make sense. But it's also fantasy. So let's just kind of look up some things. Let's do some research for my own satisfaction. You know what? Let me show you what I'm doing for my research, right? I'm streaming for you guys. I should be able to see what's up. I hope nothing weird comes up. We're gonna just drag it over here in case my search bar gets weird. Let's see. River in desert. Desert. Oh, nothing weird came up. That's good. Let's see what we got here. Let's get some images. Okay. Oh yeah, duh, canyons, huh? Oh, Zion. I literally was in Zion National Park. In the Narrows. I have pictures. Alright, there's all kinds of rivers and deserts. For some reason, they just don't seem to grow plants. Why? Well, now I'm curious. Why aren't there plants by rivers in the desert? So while rivers can seem like oases in the desert, the surrounding areas often lack extensive plant life due to factors like salinity, poor soil, and limited water availability, even in the presence of a river. We learned something, guys. I hope you learned something. So, if this is supposed to be a massive river, obviously with this area growing, it's not the salinity. So it just might be the soil sucks over here. Okay. I am satisfied. I still have fur in my mouth. I am satisfied. I think even though it's not full desert, I do want to make it kind of savanna-esque plains. I just want to make it a bit lighter over here. Just a bit light skin. Ooh, hey. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm deleting it all anyway. You know, fur is like glitter. Once you get it somewhere, it's never going away. Oh, you know what I could do? I know exactly what I could do. We're gonna take this layer right here. Right here. We're gonna mask that bad boy. Ooh, hell yeah. And then we're gonna go back to the desert line. And then we're just gonna go in there. And we're just gonna do all that. I'm so smart, y'all. Okay. That's not what I intended. And I kind of want to make this a more subtle greenish over here. I kind of like the green, potential greenish desert, because that means it's just not always, you know. Okay, okay. Satisfactory. Shading makes a difference in everything. No, this is actually the grass layer, I believe. You know what I want to do? I want to go to like an art gallery. I haven't been in a while. Oops. Wrong layer. I mean, right layer. Didn't lock it. Yeah, I think a gallery showing would be what I need right now. I was trying to participate in, they have this thing here at it's called the Bakery, which is an art gallery. And they have bring your own art party. So I thought I'd participate in that. I did it one time, I think a year and a half ago, and I very much enjoyed it, even though I didn't sell anything. And I would like to participate again. I was gonna participate during what's that called? Valentine's Day. But didn't I color that tree? But yeah, life be lifing. Not so someone broke my heart right before that. Alright. So what are we gonna do with this desert? We can go lighter or darker? We'll just have to see what happens. We're gonna do some big, thick layers of the stone. I really like this brush. You can do a little bit of a opacity action. Nuts. Okay. I do want to add more texture to it, because texture is really my thing. But I'm gonna have to do it as extra dextra highlights, and that'll have to happen later. All right, let's go let's do a little multiply. Now, because it's just the desert, like I said, I like to use multiply layer, but I mean, deserts are pretty forgiving. Not in real life, just like, not real life. Let's say 60 opacity. There we go. A little bit there too. There I go, looking for texture again. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of shading here. I just kind of want to erase these lines right here, and just make it a waterfall. That'd be kind of cool. Little Niagara Falls, yes sir, Bob. There's this character on Turmoil of Trolls named Jamodius, and I love him. He just kind of talks like this. He's just a pleasant old demon working for the man. This is gonna be hard to color. But I can do it. What's happening here? Why aren't you sticking to the lines? You want to fight, mofo? We doing this? Nope. We want this on another layer because this is a large amount of shadowing. So all the other stuff we can merge. Desert. Usually when I plan on doing something with the layer, that's when... Oh. Whoa, girl, you messed up. That's when we use the blending mode. It's too much. Too little. Am I Goldilocks over here? Oh. What am I effing Goldilocks over here? I feel like it's too much. It's too much, darling. It's too much. You need to tone that down to 20%. We're gonna take it back to 20. Take it all the way down. Hey. Hey. fun facts, when you have this problem when your lasso won't go away, just Control Alt Delete. Task Manager. Okay, see? You don't have to actually close anything. Just hit Control Alt Delete and it just cancels it out. Fun life hack. Because Photoshop's silly sometimes. A lot of times. Maybe all of the times. So many times. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, chicka, chicka, wow, wow. The food smells too good. But I ate it all. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones that don't look good until until you highlight the crap out of it. Bow, 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 wow. Wow. Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. Just jamming over here. Ah. Oh, silly me. Fun fact, if you want more movement, put some curves in your shades. Your shading. Ugly color. I hate you. Just it's okay. Why must I go through existential crisis every time I draw anything? And why is the way I drew this messing with my whole head? It's like sideways on top. It's a whole hot mess. But you know, it's the fun of life. Being a hot mess. And being cringy. I cringed out on someone recently. As the humans call it. You know, it was weird. Wasn't a good time. But now I just know never to do it again. I always knew that, but you know, it's really stuck in there now. Sometimes you just gotta make the mistake. You just gotta do the cringe. Let me get a t-shirt. Do the cringe or don't. Live your life. You know? Life be lifing. I don't know if that's an Atlanta thing or a nowadays thing. Because I've been hearing it a lot lately. It might be a black folks thing. Now we can't keep up with these colloquialisms of all these generations and all these people. I hate it. That's okay. It's okay to hate it. As long as Photoshop lets you change it. What about like extreme colors? Let's just see. And then we just highlight the crap out of it. I hate all this. You know, we're just gonna lay off the gradient mask in this one particular layer. And we're just gonna overlay that bad boy. No, keeping it normal. Just need to add some highlights. So I was thinking about switching to what's that called? YouTube Studio for my music upon recommendation of people. But I'm thinking that's not going to be the case because I just went in there and there is no listening music in there. This is not a good time. It's good for sound effects and background music, but it's definitely not good for listening music. So I might have to spend that $200 human to keep my epidemic sound. It's green. Liking the hard shadow. No. Uh-oh. Did you get that kind of music? You do over the shoulders? See, this is kind of my kind of music, I'm not gonna lie. When stuff like this comes on, like, not comes on, but like, when someone plays it, like at a bar, like a live band, it makes me so happy. Cause I could just bust out my old school moves. People love it and they start copying off of you. posers they are. No, I'm kidding. It's all a good time. I'm probably going to change the lines, the line colors. I know I doubled it up, but I just wanted to make it thicker. But I'll probably be coloring it up a bit. Like, I want it thicker, but I also... Let's see. Yeah. I think it is 10 o'clock, guys. Bright Tooth, I mean, Wim here needs a little sleep. Let's see. All good dragons need their sleep. So, I will say, let's turn this bad boy down. I'll say thank you for the lovely evening, and thanks for coming, Starry Travelers. And I hope you have an excellent week. I will see you at the next stream. Either I'll be doing more art, or hopefully I will be able to do Twilight Monk and just kind of have a little chill time. So, yeah, thank you so much, Starry Travelers. You have an excellent evening, and good night.